Hello, it's Chess. So I'm a complex person, which I'm grateful for because one-dimensional people tend to be stuck in their own views or boring or unable to sympathize with others. But everyone just wants us to be one thing. In the 21st century, so many of us are defined by our brand, which when it comes down to it is just a simple and concise way of explaining who we are as humans. But how can humans so complex as we be okay boiling ourselves down to one singular brand? I'm sure part of it is to make us more digestible to others. The great Commodores put it best when they sang, "Everybody wants me to be what they want me to be." We want the people we know to fit into the box we put them in, and that's for friends, family, or celebrities. She's nice. He's smart. They love Mexican food. It's easier for our brains to wrap around singularity. It's hard to reckon that someone might be incredibly kind and a great listener, while at the same time partaking in behaviors that actively harm other people. Or someone that loves thrash metal music, but has also seen every single Disney movie. So what are we supposed to do with this conflicting information? This makes who we choose to spend our time with a lot more complex. Humans struggle to reckon with the fact that the best people we know also do bad things, and the worst people we know sometimes do good things. But beauty and horror do not have to be mutually exclusive. It's entirely possible for both to coexist at the same time. Perhaps if we were more able to entertain the idea that two things can be true at once, we could be more forgiving of others and more empathetic. Recognizing humans as complex beings can allow us to open our hearts when they reactively want to close. It's not to say that we have to completely forgive or excuse someone's terrible actions just because they did something good. It merely recognizes that no human being is one-dimensional, and trying to put them into specifically labeled boxes turns them into a character in a story rather than a real human being. Everyone always loves to use the example of Hitler, who was objectively one of the worst human beings in history. He was a murderer filled with hatred and destroyed the lives of millions more than the people that he killed. And he was an artist. And he was rumored to be a vegetarian because he loved animals. Or let's take Martin Luther King, champion of civil rights and world-changing leader, who was also known to cheat on his wife on the regular. Now, I'm not trying to compare the two and say that their actions level with one another or anything. I'm merely saying the idea that we have of someone and every single one of their actions doesn't always align. Notice how I didn't say but. We often try to justify things with a but. He did a bad thing, but he also did this good thing, so it kind of negates it a little bit. It's so important in both our thoughts and our language to try and eliminate the but. Like we'll hear someone say something like, "You drive me crazy, but I love you," which then the person uses to continue justifying their frustrating actions. If we start exchanging but with and, then both things can coexist as truth at once. Humans are not so simple as to be boiled down into one word or description. And we're more than likely to change into a few different people within our lifetimes. We have to stop labeling one another as simple beings, recognize the complexities of humans, and allow ourselves to be multiple things at once. We often put ourselves in boxes so we can become what we label ourselves as, rather than trying to explore being multiple things. Walt Whitman wrote in his poem Song of Myself, "Do I contradict myself? Very well then, I contradict myself. I am large and I contain multitudes." So perhaps I'm introverted and sociable. Maybe I'm scared and brave. When we bring ourselves outside of a singular box and allow two things to be true, we develop into complex and multifaceted human beings. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and smile at a stranger, and I will see you when I see you.